Is that it?
No, this is a turbo.
Oh, sick. So we're in the warehouse right now, and UPS just dropped off an MST intake for the GR86.
Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about this MST intake. Ignore the guys in the back. They're working over at Speed Industry here, working on some Supras. But today, if you actually follow the Speed Industry channel, I'm going to talk to you about this MST product. This is one of my favorite intakes for the Supra and the GR Corolla. They have transformed all of their products into this molded product now. I like it quite a bit. It dissipates heat a lot better than say a metal product or an aluminum product. We actually just got this. They sent me a drawing the other day, and this is what I got. Next day aired from MST Direct. So I like this quite a bit. I like that it has a piece of aluminum here. You can actually see inside here that's actually dissipating the heat underneath. I like that it's gonna have two sources of cold, fresh air. It actually comes with a snorkel. So I like that this comes with a snorkel for this piece, and then this is also gonna be fresh air in the same area that Toyota actually designed, or Subaru designed for the air to come from. So now you have two sources of cool air coming into this chambered box. You got a silicone coupler, which also is a heat reducing piece, and you got all the nuts, bolts, hardware clamps, and this giant filter with the Gen 2 mass air sensor with some nice nuts welded on there properly and perfectly. So this looks really cool. I didn't put this together, but this comes off. I can tell from this plastic piece here. And so you can easily just change this filter over really easy. So follow us along today. We're gonna do through the install. We do have some dynographs directly from MST. I'll put those on the screen here. This is potentially gonna make about 10 horsepower. I think when they tested it, maybe 7, just a couple different bumps, but definitely should be worth a good product. We do sell a lot of the MSTs for the GR Corolla. It's one of the most popular systems, and I think they're gonna hit a home run with this one as well.
All right, guys, so we just unboxed the MST intake. Now we're going to be installing it on our GR86. Now, as you might know, we did have this supercharged with the Sprintec supercharger. So it is currently naturally aspirated right now. So we're going to be testing out the new MST prototype intake that they just sent out to us. We literally just got it in the mail today. Let's take the old intake off and put the new intake on the car. All right, so to take the intake off, what I'm going to use is a 10mm gun and get the back 10mm bolt back here. Then you have another 10mm bolt right here. And to remove the mass airflow sensor, just grab the pin right here. Next, you're gonna wanna take your 8mm, loosen that up. Next, grab some needle nose pliers and take these off here. And for the wiring, grab your needle nose and unclip them from your intake. Now you can pull the intake right out. Next up, you're gonna wanna have to remove the front bumper as it is required for this intake install, which is really easy. You have the 10mm bolts up here and all the pop clips along the bottom. All right, now that you get the front bumper off, you have to take this front snorkel off. You have two 10mm bolts, and then this will come right out. All right, now you get this dual snorkel system here. I'm gonna install it here. All right, now we got the intake box, so now I'm gonna tighten up the snorkel up to the throttle body here. Next up, with the mass airflow sensor, I already got the mass airflow sensor off of the stock intake. Now with the provided hardware coming with the kit, you can tighten it up to the mass airflow sensor adapter. All right, now I'm gonna install the mass airflow sensor adapter. But before I do that, I'm gonna put this on first. And something really cool about this intake is that there's a little hole in the back to fit the wiring for the mass airflow sensor. So if you feed that through, you can easily connect it to the mass airflow sensor. Next up, we're gonna be installing this massive intake, and I already got the plenum adapter on as well as tightening it up, and I got this MST adapter here. And using your 8mm gun, go ahead and tighten up the intake. Also in the kit, you get this MST intake cap. Be sure to install this before finishing up the install. It might be hard to see, but I did have some struggle installing this cap in. Make sure it is installed all the way with the rubber grommet. All right, so far we have the snorkel on, we have the intake on, we have the mass airflow sensor connected, we have the cap in. All that's left to do is plugging in the PCV, putting on the glass shielding, and bolting up the rest of the intake. Next up, we're going to be installing this air grabber that sits right about here underneath the bumper that would grab all the cold air going around the crash bar and into your intake.
So guys, here's the stock box that we took off, factory filter inside. And we went basically from all this, which is a front snorkel system, to this. This looks 10 times better in my opinion. I really like the design here. I love the smoked look over the cover, and together with just the way our car looks with the black, it looks really good. So let's start this thing up. Let's go for a ride.
Intake sound is a lot louder.
Yeah, it's not as quiet as I thought it was gonna be. Like normal driving, I can feel it, I can hear it. Like you can hear the sound up front. It pairs well with this exhaust, but I can feel more power like kicking in. Is this car an E right now?
No.
It can't be, I just put gas in it.
E? Like E85?
E, like it's moving. But like, you know, just cruising along and getting into it, it's got power, you know? So first impressions, Kate and I were just driving in the car. Super good. I love the sound of it. It's not obnoxious. It's actually very deep and throaty, I guess. Is that how you would explain it too?
Yeah, throaty.
Yeah, it's deep and throaty. Overall, this intake's super cool. I think it's a really good price point for this car. And it actually feels like it makes a lot of power, a lot of torque down low. And yeah, it'll be available on our website. I'll put the link down below and see you guys on the next video. If you want to tune into anything on the Speed Industry channel where we've been making new content for the Supra and the GR Corolla, check us out over there. I'll put some links up for the MST products on that website up in the corner. See you guys next time.